Hi, this is Sharon Brennan, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And next week, on January 4th, 2017, our new Occasions catalog will be released. Now, I can't show you what's inside of it, but I can show you one of the products, and you're going to want to add this set to your collection. It is so versatile, you won't believe it. It's called Balloon Adventures, and it has different balloons and some sentiments and some confetti and a couple banners. But the best part is the thinlet set that comes with it. I tell ya, it is remarkable. We're going to make a card, but first I want to show you what some of this set does. Now this is a pop-up thinlet, and I'm going to show you how that's used. You're going to want to use a piece of cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4, and you're going to score it in the middle, and you're going to want to make sure that okay, it's going to be a little bit smaller up and down. Then your paper is going to be a little bit smaller up and down, but you're going to make sure that you get this part and this part lined up with the center of your card, and the best way to do that is either to make a pencil line down the center or to score it and line it up that way, and it'll come out like this. Isn't this wonderful? And I'll show you how we'll put that together in a little bit. Another one of the things that this card does is just, there's so many things that it does, like this thinlet set does this, of course, you'll have your balloon pieces, and I've already punched out a couple like that. Looks like this, and this one looks like this. And if you know me, I put my thinlets on a piece of magnet sheet. It's called a vent sheet. You can get them at your local home improvement store like Menards, Home Depot, even Walmart carries them, just to secure them so they don't go flying around. This one is, you can punch it out as a bow, or there's another piece that comes with it. This piece, it punches out the top, but it does not cut it, so you have a long piece here, so you could actually use it. Let's see, I had a piece here like a present. Let's see. So I punched this out on a white sheet of paper, and then this little guy here you can use to cut out a straight line that you can use for your balloons if you like, or if you attach it here and then lay this on top of it, it looks like a Christmas gift or a birthday gift or whatever. Isn't that beautiful? Or you can just use it by itself. Let's see, you know, on your card. Then there's this little piece, this little bow that looks like this, and that can fit right on your little pop out here to give it a little bit more interest. See that? There we go. Now this piece is, it's so much fun. You can use this to make a slit in a piece of cardstock, and wouldn't it be cute to make a Valentine? And you can stick make it pretend like a card, or you can have a pop-out pull out like that. There's also this piece, which I thought looked like a razor blade at first, because it's kind of shaped like the old razor blades. It punches out, I don't know if you can see that, like this, and then you would just cut this out does not cut out. Let's see here. Cut that out, and it is scored, and you can fold it in half and use it as a tab on, say, something that you're going to use to pull out. There's a little hole in there. So there is a video on Stampin' Up! That describes all this much better than I can. But anyway, I was just so excited when I got this because this set just does so much. Especially like the little cards and the balloons, and also the set coordinates with what did I do with here? Your balloon celebration. Oh, here it is. The dies will also coordinate with your balloon celebration stamps if you have that. And these balloons will also coordinate with your balloon bouquet punch. And I just love it when you can mix and match a couple different sets. It's just, it gives you so much more versatility and get so many more uses out of it. I just love it. Anyway, we are going to put together our card. I'll be back in a second. Hey, welcome back. We are going to make a card, a birthday card, and we're using Melon Mambo as our base. So we'll score that, fold it, and we've already pre-cut our Balloon Adventures pop out, and it does have little score marks in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right in the middle of the balloon. Can you see that? I'm not sure. So we are going to carefully score that. We're going to want to do it this way because this is the part that's going to pop out. So I'm going to make extra folds here. I just love this set because when I first saw it, I have one grandson that loves interactive cards. Score this. Like I said, this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. You want to make it a little smaller than your card base. And then we are going to, so it's going to be like this. So we're going to attach this to our card base. Scale out here. And you know what? I think I'm going to use some tear and tape, just because it's a little bit more stronger than your snail, because this is going to be open and closed probably a few times. If they're anything like my grandson, he loves to play with them afterwards. So you could also use fast fuse. And this tear and tape is great. It just tears so easily. And the white strips come off really easily too, which I like. I do like our old sticky tape they make. They don't make that anymore. And then you peel those off, they'd stick to your hands. These don't do it, and they're hard to grab a hold of sometime too. And peel off. Message on my phone. So you probably, if you have a demonstrator, you probably have already received the Occasions catalog in the mail. Let's center this really good. Make sure we get that on the fold there. And that's how it goes. Now we'll decorate it a little bit. Let's see, I've already pre-punched 2 of the balloons. And we're going to use a little combo to adhere those. Just a little thin strip. I'm a little up top. And I'm using Melon Mambo. This paper is from Birthday Fiesta. DSP. Well, got a little bit much there. See if I can get some of that off there. You can also use your fine glue pen. I ordered another one yesterday, but I haven't taken it out of the box yet, so gonna line that up. Oh. What I like about Tombow too, you can kind of slide it around a little bit. And then I think we are going to stamp I'm going to actually use this stamp set, and I'm going to punch out, let's see, I'm going to stamp this and this. And I'm going to use some crushed curry. Let's see, because in this paper set, and I love how they put the colors of the paper that's used on the package. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I'll show you here. I cut them out, so I know, and I keep them in a little box. But on the back side of the package, the DSP, it will show you all the colors that coordinate with what's in that box or that package. So in this case, it is crushed curry, emerald envy, melon mambo, pumpkin pie, tempting turquoise, and whisper white. And we're using melon mambo, tempting turquoise, and crushed curry. So I'm going to stamp tone on tone here on some crushed curry. And I should be using my mat, forgot, my photopolymer mat. Let's see. And then we're going to do some little balloon piece here. A little texture. There. And like I said, we can use our balloon bouquet punch with this. So I should have thought ahead, because now I'm going to punch out 2 balloons, but I can use another one later. There we go. Here's another little tip for you. What do I do with that? I tell you, I just lose things so quickly. Oh, here, the Balloon Adventures. What I have done on some cases is when I have a stamp that stamps out a couple things, I will take a piece of just scrap cardstock and punch it out, and then I'll just cut this part off here. Not very straight, but we're not going to use it for anything anyway. And then when you go to stamp something, like we were going to do our crushed curry, you can use this as a template and stamp one here, and then use the other one and stamp that one that way, and that way you don't waste any paper. So just a little tip. And then typically I keep it in my stamp set case. I thought I had done that, but I must not have done it with that one. Anyway, just a little tip for you. And we're gonna affix this one. We're gonna score this one in half though, because it's gonna be on the fold. So let me do that quick. And I'm not gonna haul out my scoreboard for this. I'm just gonna use my Stampin' trimmer. Make sure I have the right one and line this up with the groove here. Okay. Oh, can't see that. Just going to line this up with the groove on the top and the bottom, and use these lines on the side as guide, and try to not move it when I get my fingers out. Now, if you didn't want to do this, you could actually just stamp right on this one before you fold it. But I wanted to give it a little bit more interest, so I'm just going to score that and then glue it down here. Now, if you don't have a distributor or demonstrator and you would like a catalog, just send me an email and I will get one out to you. Then for the side, we are going to use a couple of strips of paper that are 2.5 by 4. And we're going to put those along the side there, just to make it a little bit more festive. No, actually I'm going to cut those in half. Let me see. I'm going to make them 2.5 by 2. I think I'll like that better. Yeah, I like that better. And this way, 2.5 by 2. This is that Emerald Envy on the other side. I always want to say Emerald Ivy, I don't know why. And then, this is where I could use my fine glue pen. I'm going to put a little glue on here. Must be getting to the bottom of the bottle, it's really getting goopy. And we're going to put that on there. And then also I should have stamped my sentiment on there before I folded it too. And I think we are going to use, let's see, let's celebrate. And one thing about these photopolymer stamps, you can actually bend them a little bit too, to fit the banner. I'm going to use some Melon Mambo for that. Doing things a little backwards here. Here, perfect. Wonderful. And then fold that. We are going to use some of the same cardstock for the front, some DSP. We're going to put that down there. And this is 4 by 5.25. And then we're going to use another piece of cardstock to stamp some balloons on. And we're going to use a piece of cardstock that is, let's see, 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I think I'm gonna stamp some of our balloons on here. Let's do our sentiment first. I'm gonna just do, let's use this big one here. Oh. It says, here's to another full year of adventure. And I think we'll do that in the Mambo too. And let me grab one of my pants quick. Okay. What we got? So we're going to stamp this here. Let's see. I'm going to put it at the bottom. Here we go. Another full year of adventure. And we're going to stamp some more balloons. I think we'll do another one of these and kind of replicate what's inside. Crushed curry. And Mambo. Oops, I was going to do the bottom part of that and crushed curry too. And then we get our tempting turquoise. And I have another balloon here. Let's see. Here it is. Oh, kind of overlay that one. And maybe I don't like that so much. So I think we will punch out a balloon in tempting turquoise. And stamp it. Oh, what did I do? You ever had one of those days, I tell you. Senior moment. There. I think we'll pop that out actually and put a couple dimensionals on the back. Ooh. And then we can also use the little like streamer-like things. And I think we'll put some down here and down here. And if you wanted, you could take and use some baker's twine. Maybe I had glued this down. Let's see, and use it as streamers. I'm not looking for my glue. baker's twine. What? You know what? I think because it is so not much space here, I'm just going to use a pen and draw a couple lines like this for the string effect. There. What do you think of that? Now if we wanted to, we also came out in the New Occasions catalog with watercolor pencils. And I think, do we have Mellow Mambo in here? Yes, we do. It's got 13 different colors. And I think, yep, this one is Mellow Mambo. And what we could do is just color this in a little bit. With a little Mellow Mambo. You could use a contrast. I suppose I could have used Tempting Turquoise too. I love these new watercolor pencils. They color so easy, and if you like the new coloring fad that's going on with adults, these work great. And you could also take your watercolor or your aqua painters, this one, and you could actually watercolor them a little bit. You know, I like that. Yeah, there's a little bit more color added to the card. So I think I better stop there. I get a little overboard. So anyway, this is our pop-out card. It is called Balloon Adventures. This is a stamp set. And let's see, it's Balloon Pop-Up Thinlits is a thinlit set. So there we go. You could write a little sentiment in here, or you could even put a couple more of those little, what do you call them? Confettis. We might do that. Looks like I got some ink on my card. I hate that. We're going to do some confetti here. And some confetti here. I'm going to have to figure out a way to cover up my mistake. As you can see, I made a mistake here with this. And so what I'm doing is I punched out a balloon. And I'm going to use one of the stamps from the Balloon Adventures set. There's a little one here. Here we go. I'm going to do some color on color here again. Yeah, I know. It's much easier if you do it the other way around. I don't know. I have to do things the hard way. So I've stamped a couple of the confetti things there. And I'm going to, scissors wants to get into the act. A little glue there, and I think I'm going to make another one in the crushed curry in the smaller size. On tone. Bring this back in here. Let's see what I do with my stamp, little tiny stamp. Let's just punch one out. And crushed curry. Just gonna do it in the corner here so I don't waste so much paper. There we go. And clean this off quick. Now, if you don't have a Stampin' Scrubber, it is essential, let me tell you. I'm sure most of you who have been stamping a while have this. And you know, the one side says it's got little raindrops to show what the wet side is, and the other side is the sunshine that shows it's the dry side. Oops. And you get your card caught in it. So we are going to out our crushed curry. And here I go doing it backwards again. Stamp that on there. Put a little glue on the back. Oops. And put this one over here. Here. I actually like that. Sometimes it's good when you make a mistake. The card turns out a little bit better, so that's a good thing to keep your hands clean. I always get ink on mine for some reason. Anyway, there's our card, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure you can come up with a lot more ideas for decorating. There's the front. Thank you for stopping in. All the directions will be on my blog, cottagellanestamper.com, and you can also buy all the supplies at my store, SharonBrennan.StampinUp.net. There'll also be a link on my blog to go to the store. Anyway, thank you for stopping in, and have a great day. God bless you.